are you? Hey, Joker. Hey, Koofy. Yeah, it's okay. Joker's drawing, and Koofy's got laryngitis. Yeah, Koofy has been commenting a lot during the streams. Um, is the bitrate going good? It's good that people like. Yeah, we're gonna have a nice little drawing session today. I'm gonna. I'm gonna take the. Where is it? Idle. I'm gonna start drawing this sprite, and I'm gonna this one. No, not this one. Which one do I want? This one's fine. I'll use this one, and I'll draw this design on top of it. And so we'll see how this looks in game. Hear me, IOF. I wanted just my ideas that didn't make the final cut to my canon. Sure thing. I'm all ears. I always enjoy listening to that. You can't Joker. You can't contain the insanity that is Koofy. Some kind of crazy life this person has led. What you drawing, Joker? Just some random stuff for fun. Also, Merry Christmas, everybody. I forget. I'm sorry. I don't celebrate, so. I've been. I designed this character, and she's a little more military sort of thing. So I'm gonna go with black and gold. So many scrapped ideas because can't extend on it. I mean, isn't that's a good thing, by the way. You should be making tons of ideas and only getting the best. This is the next character. This is the Joker. This is the next character, Fencer character. If you fix it, fix it. Drawing somebody's OC, that's great. Was like a commission or just for fun? An influencer, real ghost hunter, real okay. Forza lives a burden of a warmongering spirit cursed to inherit all its memories and suffering, making them into an impulsive, torn person after disgraced gravestones of innocence killed by battle. Wow. So a guy who doesn't think ghosts are actually real, he's just kind of doing it for content, gets like possessed. That's cool. Do you like streamer? Is it like a? Has there ever been a good streamer character? I guess like that Pokemon character people really like. The yellow one. I don't know her name. Yeah, makes sense. Just for fun, she gives me Metal Gear vibes. Yeah, that is what I was going for. That's the thing we ended up going with in one of the design streams. Or cursed by suffering a password. That's pretty extreme. Possession induced PTSD. Actually, speaking of Metal Gear, wasn't there like that happens right in 3? I guess if you haven't played 3, I won't say anything, but that sort of thing happens. Goofy. Yes. So I was looking for like a way to do like what's the word? Special forces. And Metal Gear Solid kind of came up. Do I have it here? Yeah, I do. So like yeah, I was looking. So this is the beginning. I was looking through like different designs, and I got to here, and I thought that looked pretty cool. And so we kept going a little bit here, and then I decided like do this sort of thing to go in that direction. Metal Gear is sure gaily good. You think you have a scrap special forces idea? You're in the military or were, yeah, you were in the military, so it's pretty, it makes sense. Yeah, good job in capturing the vibe, Metal Gear. Thank you. And that's what we were doing. Two successful military training made a squadron of soldiers into one-man armies, but only one was left alive and has gotten amnesia and forgets the brutally, but the body remembers, and they wear all black. I still like her old design. Yeah, this one I thought it was cool, but it's too fantasy. It's not sci-fi enough. I do like this. I do, like how police carry that they have knives. Like they're very small knives, not like big military knives. But I thought, what if it was like a cool little old timey sort of knife they carry along with their sword? I want to keep the stuff from that design. She has a belt, right? Yeah, she has a belt to break this up. Hang on. New design is dope. Thanks. I'll try to keep them both together. See what I can get. Stack mask with holes to see and a thick white rope to hold the bag. Yeah, well, wearing a plastic shell to keep it nice and consistent. Design made to style, steampunk brain repowering. Her old design would fit in Final Fantasy. Yeah, yeah. Just give her like a modern gun. I haven't yelled in the past 12. Good. That's a good thing, isn't it? I guess steampunk is what this is. Like this would fit in steampunk quite a bit. I mean, did something happen? Why are you in hell? What's going on? An empathetic con man understanding the values of rotten people and scams them, and is quite good at throwing dust and oh, you really heavy suitcase. Filled with contracts and law documents to not get sued. Huh. Like a Robin Hood, but con man. Like, is he scamming evil people? Maybe some. I'm a scream but have no mouth type. Yeah. Or just the Philippines, right? That's where Kufi is, I think. Or Indonesia. I can't remember where you're from. I hate that my voice can tire. I hate that my ideas don't work in my world. Well, you can make a whole world designed around a character. That'd be pretty cool. Where are you from, IOC? I'm from Pakistan, but I came over here really early on in my life, so I'll probably be here only shortly. Well, that's fine. Hey, Sleevy, how you doing? I'm only gonna be here until 6, so no big deal. Rainbow Dragon with no wings and all body costume on a really good puppeteer using multiple sticks and blades to give the illusion of claw marks and fangs. So like a okay, so like a puppet. I had an idea for like a mech that was like it was an old timey mech, but it was like there was a puppeteer inside. I thought could be like unique. I'll probably be back here until then. That's cool, Sleepy. I hope you're doing good. Merry Christmas. I limit myself to only the 12 words anymore. I'm dying of brain hemorrhage. Man, why do these characters need a Glock 19s for volleyball? These aren't the volleyball characters. This is the fighting game characters. So this isn't the volleyball one. This is for this. So well, we're no longer playing for fun. We're actually trying to kill each other. Yeah. Rainbow Dragon, Happy Lizard. Hmm. But yeah, I had an idea like that. JoJo can get away whack storytelling. I think you can do Goofy. Yeah. Just I think stories just be creative, right? Like put all your ideas in one place, even if it doesn't make sense. Or let's be as creative as possible. Make a world and put all your ideas into it. Don't be like, like don't hold back. There's too many games to keep track of. You're telling me. I got too much to think about here. Oh yeah, Sleepy's number one now. Sick map redesign. Thanks. Add a monk here. I was thinking of adding a monk character. I think like this character though. This character is like sort of a monk, kind of, but I will make a flesh out ideas for it and probably scrap it. That happens. That does happen. I am basically. I did redesign like this place. Okay, let me show you the actual. Uh, here. So this is the full-on stage. I think I should be playing more with scale. But you're no longer on top of the Buddha statue. You're like right here and here on this bridge. I might put like something over here. But the platforms are up here as well. That'd be pretty fun. Monk with a Glock 19. Okay, I don't. If they don't need guns, explain Rek. That's right. Oh my god, Rek does have a gun. Well, guns are cool, right? Straight up guns are cool. So I can have like them like do a cameo in Aces Under the Moonlight. Play Silent Hill for the first time. Which one? Number one? Silent Hill 1 or 2? A stage set in a really tall building would be sick and scary. Well, actually, you should play Silent Hill The Room. That is set in like a room. The statue comes in close and becomes part of the map characters can walk on, maybe. If I could like find a way to make sort of transformations, maybe. I was just gonna put like a statue here as well, because like the statue would be like that big. It might look weird being like statue on statue, right? But we'll see. The scale isn't quite correct because the characters are this big, and these bridges should be much bigger. So or the pillars move, yeah. Honestly, I don't know anymore which one. The guy with Leon. Resident Leon is Resident Evil. Well, which Resident Evil did you play? It looks like the statue could move. Actually, it would be funny if you like it could turn into a mech and start doing stuff. These are actually like rockets secretly. It's supposed to be like a rainy day, so actually as well. So like there's a lot of fog in it. I should probably do something on the sides as well. So like they made it during a ceremony. A biomechanical engine implanted to an Australian officer. Uh-oh. A cord needs to be pulled and it forces 100% strength with additional consistent mechanical power attached to the user's upper body. Yeah, kind of like Chainsaw Man have, or sorta. He's not Superman, I guess. Yeah, the one with Raccoon City. That's Silent Hill. Put weird faces on the pillars and call them pillars of joy. I could do that. I could like make. I was gonna go with just regular pagodas, like they're memorial, essentially gravestones, I guess, to Buddhist monks. Put flashing lights causing epileptic would have skill issues. Oh my god! If somebody was going to commission you IOC, what are your prices? And I don't know. I'm not really a big. I don't really know a lot about commissions. Like I would say, like it would depend on like the characters. So I don't know, like $100 for something. Graffiti and cracked pillars. Maybe graffiti. This is supposed to be abandoned and destroyed. So Exposure therapy. I don't know if that sort of thing is considered therapy. But anyway, on Coffee, I'm pretty sure you can choose options of what people can commission. Huh? Gives me Avatar like this place. Yeah, I did watch that Avatar just before I made this actually. If when do you we're gonna get muscular bodies with chest jittering? Well, the next character that I'm thinking about is in a mech, but he's like a muscular dude. I can do like muscles flexing and stuff. So that is one thing I can do. How was the event you went? Oh yeah, did you get some helpful criticism? Had to exercise my English, so I gotta make some of the ideas into poems. Okay, poems are cool. Muscular women, my blood. So the what's the word? I did get some helpful criticism, Joker. One of them I saw was like the ball in Ace on the Moonlight. The ball actually weird. There's a lot of like I don't know what to call it, but there's a lot of like sort of old code. The ball logic is like that's built on top of really old logic, and it just kept stacking and stacking. So the ball like it really moves randomly. There's a lot of weird things that happens, and people didn't like that. They didn't understand like why they hit the ball, the ball would suddenly move downwards for no reason. Um, and that was because like there used to be no ceiling, so when the ball moved up too high, it would immediately be pushed down, and that's just weird. That feels weird. So I changed that. I think let me actually right here. I wrote it down. Again, the hitboxes are just it's too hard to hit, so I have to make them bigger and make them a little easier to hit. There has to be less hit stop on wreck. Wreck hits really hard, but the more hit stop you have, the easier it is to see where the ball is going. Right, you have more time. So that was another one. Sorry. The son of exotic dancer, yet still has a familiar love explosive as his anger for the love of his lovely mother. He's green and flowery, has as the endowed plains related to a deceased hog. Huh. I love dominant and irrational women. Irrational, that's funny. The typing board is limiting my speech. Jank. Some wait, what jank? Oh. On God, why she's muscular. Hey Dark Sun, how you doing? Hog Rider from the hit game. Clutter? What's cluttered? Jank, yeah, jank is the word. Clutter and jank, yeah, I understand what you're saying, Joker. Yeah, a lot of the code is cluttered leads to jank. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, I mean, they're supposed to be muscular. Just muscular looks really good, and like What's the word? It's really like what you like to see in a fighter, right? At least some sort of muscularness. Street Fighter made it pretty clear. Yeah, the ISC Bible. Yeah, the Bible is full of jank and clutter. You know. You could put a cat hitting the ball back down. There used to be this idea for animals in the back of the stages, like there'd be some animation for it, and cats would just be roaming around. So I thought that would be a good idea. Yeah, I saw a thing about that. Games on purpose make the hitboxes bigger to keep the player engaged. Right. I mean, it is hard. When I was watching people, they do struggle with it. It is unintuitive. But the reason I did it was that you didn't just go to the goal and just sit there and spam attacks, you know? Does she remind you of Laura Croft? Maybe the skin tight outfit. That might be it. Is it possible to get a skinny and lanky, 7 foot tall, beautiful, bouncy fighter? Oh yeah. Isn't there one in One Punch Man? Who's like really tall, really skinny. She's muscular because she's like a athlete, but she's tall and skinny, and she's a fighter. No problem, muscle mommy. Sure. An unwanted life with twice the amount of arms, born to pass the lake of void, yet made a bug to crawl beneath others, as they call it. A filthy roach never meant to see, and lies under a ladder of light. Huh. Now you're getting poetic with it. Alright, done with them poems. The Beret and Glock 19. It's do you know that Terminator? You watch Terminator 1? Terminator 1, he goes to a gun shop and gets a hardballer long slide, which is just a gun with a really long. It's a long gun. I think it's like a 1911, but it has this cool scope, and that's what this gun is based on. I thought it was really cool. The hardballer is like a type of ammo that the gun is named after. Always give up, never try. Damn. I mean, it makes sense if she's in the military, right? Yeah, no, we encourage people here, Sleepy. We encourage art, you know? The Air Force is not military. She's just part of like special forces, like a special, I guess, like CIA. The 1911 was cool. Originally, Rex gun was gonna be a 1911, but I thought the Beretta looked meaner, looked more harsh. Military means all of it. Yeah. I mean, this is kind of a made up thing. I think I mentioned it like a couple times before, but so they're supposed to be like the musketeers, but like a modern version. So they're a personal army for the like the government or the whoever controls the government. So like there's a police, which is sort of like a government thing, obviously, and then there's like regional police in this world, and then the people who and they're like equals. They can't overrule each other. They don't control each other. But this sort of police does. They overrule both of them. Like these guys are equal, but they the this person overrules both of the police, so they're like that. So they're like a special police force rather than like a military thing. sorry, Warstaff user that can only see in frames due to their Warstaff user that can only see in frames due to their eyes and body made specifically to see and breaking distance easily and made to parry easily. Frames are actually pretty slow when you think about it. It doesn't make a lot of sense to put the human eye in terms of frames because we perceive our brain does a lot of work, but frames tend to be pretty slow. As your snake proficient with a small dose poison venom, usually use a rapier and some darts. Hmm. Symbiotic lovers connected to each other, sharing senses and emotion. One walks, the other guides. So we are both wrong. Yeah. It's based on that gun. It's not even that gun, actually. It's heavily based on it. What's the lore of this game? Why are they fighting? And what does this have to do with the first industrial revolution and its consequences on the human race? Humans are rotten, yeah. Right triangle. Well, I hope I leave the Air Force because they made one of us strip to underwear mid training. Wow. Yeah, Kufi was telling us that she was a trainee. I thought she said intern, but I think she did say trainee. So the lore here is that there in general there was a for some reason there was a return of all like those folklore monsters. You know, they were all supposed to live in the forest and stuff, and that was supposed to be like stories. But then like a lot of them came back, and it caused like widespread destruction because these are like they hunt people, um, and it caused a bunch of changes to people, right? It caused a bunch of changes to society. So in France, they had their government eventually collapsed. Like there was over 100 years, there was a war with these monsters, and their government collapsed, and then they eventually recoalesced. You know, they found a way to create fortress cities and recoalesce into another sort of government. But this time, there were a bunch of people who thought they should be in control. Um, so they all fought in a big civil war, and then and then at the end there was like this. There's the general government, the United Democratic Government, and then there are some of these people who thought they should rule. They got a deal where they control part of the country and they are autonomous. You can consider like the empire, like in Dune. There's the empire, emperor, imperium, whatever you call it, and then you have the noble houses, right? You have the Atreides, Harkonnen, and then the other ones, something like that. And like I said, there's police here in the Imperium that only work here, and then there's regional police that only work here. And then there are these guys who are part of the government and they just control it and they can go anywhere. They have actual power. So that's the lore. And so this is like a very prestigious job, right? It's a political, like partly political job. And it's very prestigious. And she's like a new like trainee, not trainee. She's like a cadet. She's a new person on this in this group. So that's where the story starts. That's like the background. So, no, I can see the chat. I think you're talking amongst yourself. You're talking about like living with the guilt and shame for failure they could have controlled. Uh, you flew planes. You hope the Apple releases the new Jetmac 1 and you should go to the Apple store to get repairs. They won't repair it. They just will force you to buy a new one, that's for sure. Chat, yeah, chat is delayed for me, right, Sleevy? It's 60 seconds delayed for me. So yeah, for some reason I got a delay on chat. I gotta figure out how to get off that, but I don't even know if I can. Do you see the African baddie idea? Was that like this chat? I remember you talking about it before. Wait, it wasn't a previous one, right? Let me. But if you got, but if you go to his Twitch, he can read your comments faster. That's true, yeah. Love muscle mummies, and I cannot lie, other brother. Yeah. Yeah, I'm streaming on Twitch, Sleevy. I'm doing like a multi-stream. I once streamed on Twitter. I didn't get anywhere there, but I only streamed once, so you can't really say anything about it. The personification of wrath made to show no mercy to no one, including themselves, destroying every meaningful or meaningless relationship and slowly killing the person until only sin is left. This is the African baddie. That is some power. Emotional damage, destroy relationships. I would go on Twitch, but then Kofi would take my #1 spot. That's true. How do you stream on Twitter? So you can just stream on Twitter. You can literally just connect. You need premium. I had premium when it first came out. I did it for a year and I decided against it. But I don't know. Maybe I should go back. Who knows? Oh, new woman, new character unlocked. You can watch Twitch on your browser. No download needed. Yeah. The ideas are based off you. Okay. You can fix it. My monitor is broken, so I'm using my phone. I see. You can, that is a long renovation joker. If you want to fix that. Hmm. A little dark. Hmm. White gloves. Like the colors are a little. 6 people? Oh, 7 people according to me. But what's it? Sorry. Monitor's broken, so I'm using my phone. Don't think you could just show it for 5 seconds. Oh, which 5 seconds? What happened? Did I miss something? And this is the page I've been showing. This man will get zero progress because of this. It's fine. It's more important to like talk to the community, you know. Like I have plenty of time to do work um outside of the stream. So this man will be African baddie. The time will be extended. African baddie, 6 people on stream. Biomechanical Australian sounds normal. Yeah, they're all kind of. They all got some problems over there, right? This might be weird, but it reminds me of Battlefield Future Warfare. Battlefield Future. I don't play. I don't play those games. I don't play much of COD, and I don't play Battlefield. I don't know what goes on over there. Do you think a hexagon pattern on her suit would look good? Yep. I like textures would definitely look good. Because it looks very science fiction. I would have to like that would come a bit later once I get the value structure down, right? Like this part is supposed to be dark, and you can start adding textures later on, or like patterning later on. I saw a yellow-haired girl. Oh, sorry. This is the previous design, right? Is this what we're talking about? Yeah, previous design. You want to look at it? Oh my god. A revised version of Hype Man. Oh yeah, I remember Hype Man. Every word physically feels like a fire to the brain, and every sentence is like getting shot on the foot. You carry a microphone and a big book that says Hyping 101. Yeah, this is the Hype Man who sucked, right? Who sucked at being a Hype Man, so he damages people through cringe. Yeah, I remember. This is that's actually a pretty fun character. It's like a reverse dancer from Fire Emblem. A British, specifically Birmingham hobo, is the king of seagulls. Huh. You remember Pigeon? I don't know if you guys watch Hey Arnold. There's Pigeon Man. Remember him? I don't know what that was about. Will you add skins for $50 later on? Skins are a little harder on 2D games because I have to you have to redraw the character, and at that point you might as well remake a new character. So that is a reason why Guilty Gear doesn't do skins, because they hand animate, but they just do it in 3D. Will you add gems to buy the characters and free to play earn 1 gem every moon cycle? Oh my god, please. No. Oh, please stop. Oh god, the brain rot. Or not the brain rot, just the rot. Microtransaction slop. Greed is humanity's most abundant sin. That's right. That's right, Goofy. It's a French woman, that's right. IOF is the Russian Packmaster confirmed to have a place or design at all? I don't have a design, but I can put him in the background of somewhere. I had a character for like a duo character, like a dog and a person. I don't. Have you ever played Samurai Showdown? There's a character who has a dog, a wolf. I can't remember his name. Galahad? Not Galahad. There's a character who had like a dog and you could use it in battle, and he like shot lightning. I might do something like that. It's more like Hype Man is a really bad therapist. I think Pigeon Man died in the show. He died. I didn't know. He was like carried away from with pigeons, so that was one thing. Dogman? No. Pigeon opinion on Dogman the book series. I didn't I didn't read that. I read Captain Underpants. I didn't know about Dogman. I didn't know that was a thing. It looked like Captain Underpants. But I didn't know about it. I thought the premise is hilarious. Yeah, you seen? Yeah. Sam Show Joker. You had what was the character with the dog? Right? Like, uh, what's his name? Was it Arthur? God, what's his name? A cringe. I have the books from my childhood. They were not cringe. Come on. I thought they were hilarious when I was reading them when I was younger. I loved them. Um, let's see who Sam Show dog. Oh my god. Afghanistan long legs. That's right. I remember you talking about this character. Oh, you have the entire set. Oh, okay. Of Dogman books. Wow. You're weak to injuries? What happened? Goofy. You can't be weak to injuries if you're dealing with these type of people around you all your time, all your life. Galford. Galford D. Weller is accompanied by his husky companion, Poppy. So he's not saying puppy, he's saying Poppy. Galahad's, yeah, or what I just read. It was Galahad. Galford. Galford has a dog in Samurai Showdown, so yeah, I forgot his name too. Okay. Galford and Poppy. I got gripe. I don't know if that's how you say in English, and it knocked. So you called it in English. I'm Serbian, okay. And it knocked my ass out. Oh, what is a gripe? It's like a disease. 38 Celsius. Oh, that's hot. That's 38 is hot, right? 38 C2 Fahrenheit. 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, yeah, that's extremely hot. Oh my god. You got heat stroke? Please tell me the plans for fighters. Oh, it's the flu. You got the flu. All right. When you said a dog and a human fighter do, I thought Persona Arena Max 2. Yeah, I didn't play. Oh no, there was a character like that. There's some wacky characters in those games though. Grip is the flu. Okay, I see. I pimped out blue feather macaroni fashion cane using fighter. Actually, I think it's not a pimped out cane, but there is JP in Street Fighter. He does fight with the cane that he doesn't need. 30, yeah, 30 is super big. Not heat stroke. I had the flu. Okay, I thought you had the flu. Oh, your temperature was okay. Was 38 Celsius. I see. Not the temperature. The character in Persona Arena Max was so annoying. Yeah, I never played that game. I tended to stay away from Arxis games that weren't Guilty Gear. I'm pretty sure Arxis made Persona Max, right? Ultimax, whatever. Yeah, co-developed by Arxis and P Studio. Yeah, I tend to stay away from them because they're so nutty. Russian Pac-Master, my love. Okay. What's the one game where you shoot birds and a creepy dog is near you? Duck Hunt? I don't want to call him creepy. He's a kind of douchebag, but yeah, I'm watching some Samurai Showdown. I just keep remembering this game is slow as shit, man. Just everything's slow. Duck Hunter, the VR game. The VR game? No, there's I don't know. Duck Hunt is a VR game. I don't think so. He tries to slice you up. What? He tries to slice you up. It, uh, yeah, Sam Show is about footsie. Yep, that is the neutral footsie fundamental fighter. Duck Hunt horror VR game. Okay, I see. Oh, let's look it up. Duck Hunt horror VR. Oh, okay. I never seen this. Game Theory made multiple videos on it. Sorry, once I was watching that. The boy lost on love and a knife that needs blood. A girl who breaks hearts and her heart needs a tear. Huh. I remember Johnny the Homicidal Maniac was similar to that. There's a wall that needs blood, or like the devil will come out. But Sam would be better if it had mix-ups. I watched the Sam Show tournament at DreamHack, like the finals. It wasn't bad actually, but it was slow. Those guys are pretty good at the game. Search up fighting the dog. Oh no, I'm looking at a playthrough here. The dog is most likely your dad. Ah, that's spoilers. He gets gunned down. My helicopter game. Oh my god. At least in one of the endings. I think it's important for a fighter to have a mix up. Yeah. But I mean, it's so slow, right? It's a big problem. It's funny as shit. He gets killed by a helicopter. That's really funny. No mix is just a block fest. Yeah, it's a swing fest. You're only minus if you're a bitch, remember. Afghanistan guy, maybe with powerful calves and heels, needs some love. The long legs, man. Okay. VR, you can't just watch a playthrough and not show us. And add perfect parries to stun your enemies for 5 hours. 5 hours. Honestly, I was considering that. I was considering making parries like really strong, really like 100%. If you parry something, you got like a free hit, like a actual shield break stun sort of thing. If you hit a parry. And make them cost $40 each time you try to do it. Oh my god. DLC for gameplay stuff. That's happens too much. Actually, I was gonna say that sucks, but it happens a lot. I'm a businessman. I work for Emu VR. I should probably actually get something done. Let's see. Okay. Make half the roster of characters DLC for $20. You definitely work for Timu. Probably have all these crazy money making ideas. 2 seconds of combo potential after a parry is reasonable, and only no life players can spam. The sweats. That's the new one. Before it was like no life basement dweller. Now it's the sweats. And then that DLC you have to pay for them. Well, naked so if you hit the parry, it doesn't have a cooldown. Yeah, parries don't have cooldowns, or not. Well, they do have a cooldown, but basically you can cancel out of a parry, or like you can cancel out of shield at any time from the parry, and you're invincible until you can parry again. So there's technically a cooldown on the parry, but it's no big deal. You hit a perfect parry, the opponent just dies. Yeah. Honestly, I like it feels that way sometimes. I want to do that. Come, let's see. You gotta be the shoulder angel. $50. I mean, Sleevy's clearly coming from the devil over here. $50 if you want the game to dox your opponent's house and swat. Oh my god. Really, when I have the best ideas, he decides he needs to be productive. I can read. I can read them. I can read them. Also, these are like terrible ideas. Like, what the hell? These. This is you're literally describing crimes now. $50 to commit a crime. I'm gonna suggest something that's probably gonna waste time, but individual parry animations and effects. Yeah, there was there's that's the plan. It's not. I don't think it's a waste of time. It's a plan of like if you parry something, like in Street Fighter Third Strike, right? Parries had their own effects and they had their own animation. But then nobody would play if that happens. Yeah, no one would play if a crime happens to them. Work at EA. Honestly, they would do that if they could. If people they thought people would accept it, they'll do that. I used to until they released Battlefield 6. Not money hungry enough for me. Clearly, when they're being sensible, they're like, I'm out. This isn't what I signed up for. I signed up for SWAT raids. If you fail a parry, you can get punished. Okay, so that's here's the thing. So there, if you're so there's like a little problem because in Street Fighter 6 or 3, when you parry something, you hit forward. So if you mess up, if you're too early or too late, you get punished, right? But in Smash and in my game, if you're too late on the parry, then you get punished. But if you're too early, you're in shield. And I didn't want to like make a different thing for that. So what I did was like shield isn't very powerful. So shield you're like back in neutral. You're not like on advantage. So it's either you get a parry or you're in disadvantage or in neutral. I think like the way it's done is a little. It might be a little too hard to figure out like what direction the character's coming from when characters are that small. Like there's a lot of little things. Hiring a sound effects guy for the future, definitely, right? I'm not a sound guy, but I should like learn at least. I should pay $30 for no stuns, $30 for infinite revives. My god, then you can literally never die. Yeah, that would be like the game would you would always win every game. Also, pairing in real life is harder than I thought after fighting with my brother holding a knife. Oh my god. Then do they teach you that sort of thing as like a trainee in the Air Force? I figured they would. What to do in a knife fight. Average Thursday activities, right? I mean, third, yeah, you're. Joker's in first. IF would be. Would you make a gunslinger with cannon arms? I'm gonna like make a maybe a gunslinger. Yeah, maybe like a cyberpunk gunslinger. I don't know. I'm thinking of like an apocalyptic one, like one in a post-apocalypse, but cool. Okay, we're back. Sorry. Yeah, like Unira is basically like a not a tree, but it's like a ball, like a sea urchin that doesn't move and has giant spikes. You could do that. A pressure character would be so cool, yeah. Though I guess there's not like pressure as in like guy with character would like they can do a lot of pressure, but it's like every character is supposed to be able to do anything, just in different ways. It's up to you how you play. That's a philosophy. For 20 bucks, see, that's the innovation I'm looking for. So we it might be an item that's already in Smash, it, but it might be an idea that has like that's very basic, like a tree with thorns. But if we make them pay $20 for it, they'll think we're special. That's the kind of thinking I'm looking for. Biomechanical guns and forearms that can come out skin and shoot and instantly goes back. That'd be like a body horror thing. That'd be cool if it's biomechanical. We said not today, yeah. If he doesn't move, doesn't have moves, but deals damage to anything that it hits, and it has 1,000 HP, you counter it by paying $20 for termites. Oh my god. Shoot OBS. If only, if only I could. If only I could bring it to life and then threaten it with death. Then I would get what I want. A real Zaddy character. Oh my god. With a theme to graph their opponents to make, find, or make a weak spot. And it needs to be precise or it's weak damage. You go like an old sniper. All female characters in Charlie, of course. There's gonna be like a guy or two. An asylum patient getting released temporarily because they're a child, but they're built like Zeus and Ares. Well, Monster Yawn. Yep, I know. Yeah. You gotta let it all out. It's like sneezes, right? You gotta let all of it out. Hmm. You want to sleep. I think it's just this bright light in front of me. like right above me. Hang on 1 second. Oh, for a second I thought OBS died again. So no. A 16-year-old was built like Zeus and Ares. That's something. If I spam emotes, I get more XP, huh? Oh, you're gaming the system for number one spot. Okay, that's top. I wanted to ask when you usually stream. So usually I stream from 1 to 5 p.m. Eastern. Um, Eastern American time, and right now it's like there's a couple things happening here. There's people here. It's Christmas, so I'm just streaming until 6 o'clock, which is in an hour and 30 minutes. So that's just for this week only. Oh, you got number one. My God, you gamed the system. Number one. Me. Oh, sorry, I missed something. A street thug with 500 different types of firecrackers, and they're called cherry bombs. Yeah, you could be like Jubilee, but actually have to have the firecrackers. The bombs, essentially, that's what they are. None better do than spam emotes in chat. Yeah, you could say you could make them ASCII. You could spend the time doing that. Oh, I didn't say my name. I live in a box now. I love that. That's always that's not it's not funny if it's real, but if it's not, I do like that little thing. I'm dropping 600 frames. Can you believe it? Or I have dropped 600 frames. You're Central European time, I see. I think I'm back already. I think I reconnected. Oh, spam emo as well. Enchanted forest creature with dark pine-like skin and pretty much a large hitbox or hurtbox. I'm back. That's right, I'm back. I'm here. Enchanted forest creature with a dark pine-like skin and pretty much a large hitbox. So yeah, like I was thinking of how to do giant characters because they have intentionally inherently at a disadvantage because they're easy to hit and generally easy to combo, especially in Smash games where you can actually catch up to them. 1 second. have returned. He has risen. So basically, okay, so my 3 p.m. Oh man, it's 9 p.m. Oh my god. Okay, well, okay. That's 11 o'clock when my stream would normally end. It'll be 12 when we're done here. Yeah, it's a problem for like I think everyone in chat here is in Europe. Because yeah, I guess it's like nighttime over there, so no one's at work or doing anything. A real bad archer that keeps getting headshots and nothing else. I think that was a gag somewhere, wasn't it? Like for like a gunslinger, like the gunslinger who gets like always only shoots, always has a perfect aim. Make the tall characters crawl on the ground. This another fetish thing? Oh, the big characters crawl. Mm, I see. Robin Hood. Literally, no, like as like a joke. Oh, and his headshots on right, yeah, and a TV that shows the full B movie, but every time someone says B, it changes Toy Story. Oh my god, that must have been such a like a a taxing on YouTube's resources because people would just re-upload those movies 10 hours, 12 hours, 15 hours. I remember those videos. I'm 326 and I'm in America. See, Joker's got me. The Joker understands freedom. And when it's done, if nobody died, it's a draw. Oh, okay. Caw, 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 caw. What the fuck is a kilometer? Exactly. Exactly. I have to just make a computer head character. I'm so broke I can't even buy grammar. You can't even pay attention in school. Let's see. Does this work out? And then I can like do this. Couple things like because this looks okay. Does have a good like shapes and lines. I need to add some more detail, but I guess I could make her pants black as well. Just like this whole thing is just dark black. And all these other parts are white. Everything else is white. Yeah, so this is the better. So this is like 70, 30, 60. It's like 70% black, 30% white. Or no, 70% black, 20% white, 10% yellow. Something like that. And then you got the gun. Let's see. This gun can be silver though. Sorry. Okay. Make a bodiless skull head that has multiple abilities he can switch through, like fire, water, or necromancy to summon himself a body. Okay. And he would have a button to switch through modes, obviously later. Because that would be a multiple month thing. Maybe make a good idea. She made a good idea. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, yeah. It's like it's I kinda had an idea for that. Like there was a like that witch character I was talking about. She's an immortal witch, but what happens is that she the only reason her body is kept together is because of magic, so sometimes she can like remove that and she just turns into goop and bones, and then she can reconstitute herself. She may cost $200. Alright, yeah, to use. You can choose him, but you have to pay $200 to actually use him. He would have super low HP, but would be fast and could fly. Oh my god, please no more flying. Oh my, I had enough of that in Brawl. Fucking Meta Knight shuttle loop and glide. A time-bound character that can be purchased and only is temporary, so buy them once, use them once. Oh my god, that would get the scummery. They would do that though. What you described, they would do that just to test, the waters. It's horrible. Joker left. Nathan. Nathan. Nathaniel the Third Reed chat this instant. I say, hey Joker, I'm back. IO stands for Inferno OnlyFans. Interesting character concept. Yeah, Joker's right here. Um, no flash though. I mean, like you remember Brawl, right? I mean, Jesus. Of all the ideas that they tried in Brawl, the flying was so dumb. So dumb. I feel like the skull head character is pretty. Could be like a Infernal Cop, but um, skull with water that might be interesting, like a slime person, or a character that danced to the devil and they're really good at it. Your ideas aren't dumb. Sakurai's ideas are dumb. Tripping was a dumb idea. Flying was a dumb idea. Make him do funny one-liners, but he doesn't have a tongue or a neck, so he isn't hurt until he summons himself a body. And Brawl and Meta Knight's just hell right. Brawl like Smash Brawl. Sleevey. Hot Load is canon to Autumn. Super Smash Brothers X in Japan. Smash Brothers Brawl. What is Hot Load? Character? Oh. Oh, hot loading. Okay, I see. I got it. He dies instantly because magic doesn't exist. Oh. Well, he's already dead if he's just a skull. The team who made Brawl was smoking something. Yeah, some of their ideas were not great. Still my favorite game though. My favorite Smash game. This song like this here. Brawlhalla, Brawlhalla, like no, Smash Brothers Brawl, Sleepy, Smash Brothers, third one. A failing comedian with the only good thing going for them is illegal underground fighting for the desperate and the wealthy's enjoyments and bets. Huh? That is pretty funny. If he is, if he is in his full body form, killing him just destroys the body. Must be because Smash Brawl was peak. Hey Ramen, how you doing? Yeah, Brawl was peak. I see. If players find tech that you didn't program in the game, but the tech isn't game breaking, will you keep the tech in the game? There's tech in Aces Under the Moonlight that computer players do that I kept in the game. I just Hunger Games. That's kind of. You got like a Fight Club as well and Squid Game. There's like I think I talked about it in one of the shorts. I don't think it was shown to anybody. Um, if if you air dash normally, there's like 10 frames where you're stuck in the air dash and you can't do anything, and there's all these effects and sounds. But if you do an attack and then perform the air dash, you'll air dash while doing the attack. And but gravity will still pull you down, but it's a glitch. Like that's not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to be able to do an air dash while you're in the middle of an attack. But I thought that was really cool, so I kept it in. So yeah, I think if it doesn't like completely destroy the game or like mess up the balance of the game, I'll keep it in. Like if a glitch makes parrying unusable or useless, then I'll probably patch it out because I wanted parries to be strong, so that sort of thing. How much money will the parkour game RRR cost on mobile, sir? If the full release will be $1. I have not gotten Slap City yet, Last Gogeta. Hi, how you doing? Also, Merry Christmas to everybody. Ramen as well. I I will get that today. I will get it today. Don't you worry. It will be my Christmas present. If my computer holds out. It's a massive deal, by the way. 50% off. A firefighter with big, strong muscles and tight booty shorts making the decisions to decapitate people. So, like a sexy serial killer is what you're telling me. That's what's going on. You just watched a short I was talking about. Oh, good. It was, I don't think it was shown to a lot of people. I think so, anyway. Uh, by the way, if you ever make a map like Fountain of Dreams, you better make the water interactive with puddles of water splashing in, more water going to the void or abyss. And for the skeleton dude, if he's Fountain of Dreams in that cutscene for Kirby Air Riders because I didn't like play it, but I saw that trailer. They did such a good job. That's incredible. Fireform, he gets extinguished. Oh my god, elemental damage. They do that in Pokemon. The Pokemon characters in Smash do take extra elemental damage. I think Ivysaur does take damage, more damage from fire attacks, and all that. That's something. Merry Christmas, yeah. He does. A martial artist learning to perfect the art of hitting the vital points genitals through armor protection. Yeah, that would end a fight fast. That's for sure. The Dreams of the Fountain is my favorite map. Fountain of Dreams. I like how mine's a little dog shit. It's got wabi sabi. I've been spoiled by Sakurai games and Hollow Knight. There's so much attention to detail. That's right. The only problem with Fountain of Dreams from Sakurai is that it lags a lot. People still play on it though. And Myth says if you kill a person, you get their remaining lifespan, and the dude covering blood in a cave that was roughly estimated to 900 years old. Huh. Covered in blood and that was roughly estimated 900 years old. Is that another character? There probably is a myth like that, honestly. No, wouldn't be surprised. Did you get the new Air Riders? I haven't, but I might. Honestly, I've been hearing nothing but good things about it. Legitimately. Like it's a second coming. Got the extra zero. Peak idea. Let's see. Which idea? Which idea is peak? Sleevey. You've had so many. The type of advantage stuff in Brawl was lower accurate, but hated grass Stardust more than Gen 2. Oh, you know what's also crazy? The friction changes. There's like changes to friction, obviously for ice, but there's also grass. You'll have more friction. I think that was in melee. No, it might be an ultimate too. I didn't like that either. An inventor that makes everyday items into machines made from mass genocide. All right, that was going good for a while. You know, MacGyver except an omnicidal maniac, a genocidal maniac. Yeah, make it so male characters take more damage to low kicks. That's funny. That's a good idea. uh, I thought they fixed the Fountain of Dreams performance in Smash Ult, but if not, it is a shame even to require specific characters item combinations. Only in melee. I only know in melee it's a problem. I don't even think it was a problem later. If it still is causing problems in Ultimate, that's not good. I can't check now. I have a Switch 2. I gave away my Switch 1, so the Switch 2 won't have any problems with it probably. So Sakurai game by Kamiya game by Simple, right? I should get Air Riders. I just now realized he's talking to Twitch chat. I was wondering who the fuck is he talking to then from Twitch. Revolts against Twitch chat. I gotta read it, even if you guys you're talking a lot. A fighter with arms same size as their legs, and gives him a perfect hook and reach, just like a gorilla man. Gigantic long arms. Fountain of Dreams. Add a joke character who's mid tier but can't attack women. Sanji in One Piece games. That's right. That would be funny. Like they have some hang up. A personification of the phrase survive, adapt, overcome. If you're immortal, you've basically done that to everything ever. Talk. Yeah, well, no, it's good. It's good that you're talking about. That's kind of the point of this whole thing, right? I was fucking living when they did that disrespect like Sanji. Long arms, sexy woman. You can do like a. You can also do like a really crazy Spider Woman. That would be a thing. I can't play a Sanji dude because he's far. Peak idea. I was talking about Fountain of Dreams. Yeah, Fountain of Dreams. Fountain of Dreams is great. Yeah, it was just the only problem was that like it lagged quite a bit. I think the platforms. I don't know. I guess they got like cool interactions, right? In some games, the can't hit women debuff isn't so bad. Like if it's an SRPG, but when I'm fighting in the lore accuracy is too strong. A joke character that boils water and uses it. What? That he has like one attack. Like before the match, he boils the water and then he throws it. That's all he's got. He has no other attacks. A joke character called Faulty, and it's a machine so fuck up and hot. So okay, so it's fucked up and it's on fire. Can only be played on Fountain of Dreams. I already made an idea for joke characters, so you did have a joke character. A tree that doesn't have moves or it doesn't have moves or can move. Okay, right, that one. That's right. I know that was the character. That I'll make that an item. A high tier who gets blown up by a low tier in one hit. Jiggly and Roy matchup. Oh my god. No more Puff, please. Enough, enough Puff, enough Meta Knight, enough Flyers, enough. Oh my god. Just I enjoy that Jigglypuff just dies in every game now. That's great. I love microtransaction. It's EA games. It's not in the game. It's good. A shisty guy that uses guns and loves giving British welcome to anybody. Also has purple flame. British welcome is like a knife. Purple flames. Oh, like Iori. Sleevey just pulling character concepts out of Fighters Mega Mix. Oh my god. Calling you out. Bomb character time. Alright, you did tell me about the bomb character last time. You never grounded Puff, who was specifically bad matchup against a low tier. Yeah. Like I would specifically patch that in later. Like I find out who's a low tier and then just pick one of the high tiers and just make that matchup really bad. Back in my day, you could fight female wrestler in WWE. I remember those games. Are they still going? Are the WWE games still going? Or the wrestling games? Go to bed. Yeah. Brawl PTS. I know, man. Oh, Brawl. Still my favorite game, but I know everything about it, which is a problem. A professional with standards and curiosity in human combustion and has made tools and equipment to make human explode on a small scale, like parts of skin or bone. Make it immortal, do the dice to a specific attack from a dog shit character. They're still set, yeah. That'd be like you make a character who can like spontaneously combust, but they're also like immortal, so they come back together. A revised cherry bomb, yeah, something like that. Still going. Yep, 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 yep. Oh, I'm still going with PTSD at least. WWE games are owned by EA. I'm pretty sure, aka Too Damn Bad Keep Taking. They're owned by EA, then yeah, we're gonna have a problem. So they are going, okay. Goofy is not just Rex from Invincible. Cherry Bomb uses firecrackers to time and make up the fact they have less damage, and every time firecracker goes off, it stuns anyone near it, giving an open window for Cherry Bomb. No, not really, but Rex is my favorite Invincible character. I actually don't know what his Rexplode's powers were. I only watched Invincible for a while before I lost interest. I know he can like make things explode, but I don't know if he's like there's like a limit to that. To be clear, I don't have any problem with your wild recommendations. Sound like something I've seen before. Oh, these ideas are all fun and can be adapted. Yeah, yeah. We're all just chilling here. Bad for broke. If we pool our pennies together, we can buy a small burger meal at McDonald's in the 1940s. Oh my god, that's right. Or in the 1990s. The dollar menu was a dollar. Hang on. What is your thoughts on Netflix buying WB? I think Netflix, I think they're gonna go for like theaters though. They're gonna go for, like it's gonna cause more problems for movie theaters. Definitely, I think I've heard people talk about that, and maybe they maybe they won't cancel so much, you know. They won't like cancel because like Netflix will air anything, right? Any garbage they'll put it on there. I've seen the rich get richer. Yeah, Tim. After all, that's true. For Rex, anything he touches can explode. I see. Rex's power of turning materials into bombs and has a remote detonation only works on non-living tissue, but how it works is not explained. I see. That is kind of their out. Like everything works on non-living tissue, including I think Eve. Eve has that thing too, sort of, kind of. A prideful judge, 411, that refuses to be humble and gets stronger with every strike to their ego. Huh. These are like anime characters. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Uh, why did Y2K Gal get deleted? Why? These aren't anime characters. They're light novel titles. Okay, yeah, that's true. uh, I think is that like a? It's gotta be like a running joke that like light novel people do, or maybe it's just a weird translation, like a quirk of the translations. Sorry. Oh, well, I'm sorry to everybody, but I must go. Oh, okay. I'll see you later, Sleepy. Thank you for coming. Y2K Gal in the comment got. Oh, okay. No, I didn't delete it. I think they deleted it. Retracted. A yoked Y2K gal that is the leader of a group of girls in college, and she beats up any creep stalkers and exes. Huh, bye, Sleepy. Sleevy. I'm sorry, but I must. Yeah, okay, yeah. Thanks for coming. Thanks for talking. It isn't Korgo translation. They love making absurd long and straight titles with shortened fan names for marketing, like Danmachi. Sleepy wide awake, Sleevy. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Sleepy. You return soon. I, however, will not. Will only be here until 6. Otherwise, I will see you Tuesday. Tuesday. Oh, that's what Danmachi is. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? That's right. And Kufi is projecting with the Y2K gal. A really purple scene core fighter with an Aztec weapon. Scene core? Like scene as in like the fashion style? Aztec weapon. Aztec weapons are not used enough. Like even like making it look like an Aztec weapon is not used enough. Okay, so yeah, okay, this is scene core. I see. I see. Yeah, I remember this. What time? Oh, one more hour in actual time. Sorry, 1 hour. Projecting my greatest ability. That could be a fighting game character. You just project onto them constantly. Hmm. I should switch this. Okay. Anyway, let's try to do this for the next hour. They're really painful, right? A high school debater who changes sides on a whim and aspires to be NYC mayor. Hmm. That seems specific. But I don't know enough about politics. Is this Mom Donnie? I don't actually know. Sorcery is this. I'm thinking of a Phoenix Wright style fighter who collects resources, but depending on the context, timer score health or another thing like under night. Oh god. Mindy switched their approach to win. You got the voxel system. There's like so many meters to keep track of. An OCD 25-year-old force into dangerous and random battles relates situations because they are forced by their brain to do something unnecessary. Weapon is comically large toy gavel gifted to them. You're like a toy version of Thor's hammer. So many interesting characters. And these are all based on stuff like people you know. I think that's what you said. The high school debater was loosely based on me. Oh, I was forced to argue against video games and did a good job. Oh, I actually read a gag manga of a Shonen Jump mega fan being required to argue that manga are bad, but he broke down. He could. He couldn't do it right. A root beer addict tax evader. That could be all of us, really. Got released in fights with root beer and muscular as hell wear the American flag as bandana and has a Brazil flag face mask. Also gay. Me and Roboco's most recent chapter. Huh. It's pretty fun. Me and Roboco. Yeah, all these ideas are based on people in my life, friends, and family. This guy even. And a muscular as hell with the American flag and has a Brazil face mask. I'd never heard of this. I remember Bobobo. That was a gag manga I liked. Yeah, all these ideas are. I highly recommend me and Roboco if you're remotely attached to shonen manga. Yeah, sure. This is an anime. It looks like as well. Oh, it's coming out. Okay. Yeah, the root beer guy is based off my dentist. Okay. He's a tax evader too. Yeah, Roboco manga covers. Yeah, I see. I saw some of them. They're like based on old, like different shonen mangas. I see My Hero Academia right here. This is Dragon Ball. I don't know which this one is. And Roboco already had an anime movie, but there's maybe something else on the way. Let's see. See, because okay, no, is this One Piece? Sorry, that's One Piece. I don't know enough about all of the shonen manga though. All right, I'm gonna take a 20-minute break. I will. I will be right back. And we'll finish out this thing. You know what? Actually, I'll take like a 10-minute break because it's so short. So I'll be right back. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Ah, I'm back. All right. All right. Okay. Well, more characters. Let's see. The first son to successfully wealthy family with history of swords relating to many samurai, also gay history. And the son has the mastery and memories of the previous masters. Cursed to have no babies. A highest placed Harvard student made to electrician. Lightning God has forced him to. That's pretty funny. And he's special, like he can dismantle his entire arm and morph it with boiling blood. Dang. A zesty lilac hair colored fitness trainer. Zesty. And garment designer. With a dog named Natalie, a cat named Sheila. Physically perfect shape and drag queen makeup, but will beat your ass with body positivity. Huh. It's like a bodybuilder type fashion designer. A flavored fog maker, a part of a hitman company, and is known as the Rank 1 in Fear, but really a cutie patootie without the gas mask. He chill and makes cotton scents for the kids and makes Cloud Bunny. Huh. Like, that's sort of like a cotton candy guy. I don't know if that's what you were going for. It's a pretty wacky world if they're all the characters in one place. Oh, you're back. No, not bodybuilder, a body positive enforcer, and will force your body to learn to care for itself without your conscience. Okay, consciousness. Well, huh. Force your body to care for itself without your consciousness, like involuntarily. Mm. I gotta go, but see you on Tuesday. Remember Slap City. Yep, I will remember to get Slap City. I have it pulled up on my Steam page. Thanks for coming. Merry Christmas. Sleeve when Sleevey returns. You finished your work and you got your errands done. Good job. Hey, Joker, you're still here too. I'm worth more than you. I work for Temu. I'm sorry to say, Temu does not value anything. But Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. And to all a good night, I think. Not yet. We still got 30 minutes. Alright. She has these short gloves. I don't know if I want to do them. I have left for 20 minutes. Once I come back, I can see that he has made a lot of progress. Okay. I'm starting to draw the idol, alright? Dirty Flash. Blue blur bastard that loves to race and uses blue light to blind and win races in his competitive cell and will use sharp breasts and knuckles. He looks like a child, though. So I'm like Sonic. Doesn't have brass knuckles, though. Probably. Feeling pretty jolly. Hats off on all my ideas. Merry Christmas. Why you got beef with Temu? I don't got beef with Temu. It's just funny to rag on them. Like Temu brand, they stuff that breaks apart and is like counterfeit is like Temu brand stuff. Like a car is falling apart and it's like you bought the car from Temu, that sort of thing. So termites that would cost $20 cost $10 now. Oh, what happened? If you listen to podcasts while you draw a program, I'm listening to a song or I'm watching one of the videos you guys post. I'm listening to After Last Night by Silk Sonic. Sometimes I listen to reviews. I try to get the longer the better, but like a lot of times when I'm talking to you guys, I have to concentrate on that. So I don't just like when I'm looking up here, it looks like I've stopped, like the stream is frozen because I'm listening so intently. Or so I try not to do that as much. Isn't that just Kid Flash or Wally West? The, oh, Dirty Flash. Yeah, but they're like nice though. Kid Flash and Wally West are nice. Rotten Sir. Fast Knuckles, yeah. My ideas are mostly magic bugs. People screaming ASMR. I try to find long videos that aren't podcasts because typically long videos they actually have something to say. A lot of podcast people just kind of ramble. Kid Flash is Wally West, right? And eventually, it isn't like a Batman or like a Robin thing, where like they're like a sidekick and they just there's a new Kid Flash and it's like a sort of thing. 3 hour rain ASMR is the best I can do. Remember I used to listen to Rain. That's just Kid Flash is Wild West. Okay. And I'm on that. I give you an illegal lobotomy ASMR. Oh my god. Yeah, those joke ASMR ones. Those are pretty popular, or they were pretty popular. I don't really see them anymore. Cheddar's Drive, one left. So it's only about 30 minutes left. But you got number one again. Oh, they're all here. They're all here. You can see them. The Lamont one is actual real. Yeah. I mean, there's like you're getting beat up by your girlfriend or something. Ronstar, a masochist freak that carries tungsten cubes in his fist. The tungsten cubes in his fist to break it faster, and wears heavy ropes around his limbs with a skin condition that turns him gray. I kind of hope this isn't someone you know. In parts of his skin. I awaited the stream with joy. 9 p.m. time for me. Thank you. I'm glad. When you start streaming, I started streaming today at 3 p.m. because I got some stuff to do. Plus, it's like Christmas, so um. Normally, I start streaming at 1. Well, 1 p.m. Eastern time. That'll be next week on Tuesday. No, I said it's 9 p.m. for me when you start streaming. Yeah, for you it's 9 p.m. It's 3 p.m. for me. My mother is insisting on buying a cat. I'm telling her it's a bad idea. Hey, Michael. Michael Zare, how you doing? Merry Christmas. I'm getting very little work done, but we're talking. We're just talking here. She has a huge shelf area from Temu, IKEA, not Temu. Okay, with a lot of easily breakable stuff. Yeah, that's true. Cats are a problem, aren't they? They're like perpetual babies. Unhinged rabbit, a furry butler looking ass with professional wrestling moves and wears a furry mask while strangling people, and it's easily controlled by anger and will hit first before asking. Huh. So is it like a person or a rabbit? I gotta lock in. All right, let's lock in. Let's just lock in. Locking in. Look at me go. Locking in. Oh, there's the. It comes back here, and then we do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do that. And then I do this. And then I do this. And then I do that. And then I do this. And then I do that. And then I do this. And then I do that. And then I do this. and this and that and this and that. And then there's the beret, the cutesy little beret they have. Oh. Anyways, I'm asleep. I'm happy for getting the opportunity to talk with you. Everyone, good night, Merry Christmas, good luck, everyone. Thank you. See y'all Tuesday. Thank you, Sleevy. Thanks for coming and thanks for talking. Merry Christmas. Hope it goes well for you. Hope you have a good year too. Well, we'll get to that on New Year's. Yeah, look at me go. A terminally ill amnesia patient throws up blood and barely holding on to concussions. Yo, terminally ill amnesia patient. That sucks. By the way, only people are used as models for these. Man, that hopefully is not as bad as you make it out to seem, but I can't spill with my autocorrect. Yep, he's very locked in. I am locked in, Joker. Look at me go. Whoa, whoa, whoa! The head's too big. Whoa, the head's way too big. Whoa, let's shrink you down a bit. You're way too bulbous. Maybe not though. Maybe it's better if it's like that. Well, we'll see. Go here and here and here, and then get the head going. Get the head. Yeah. Can I do this? And I do this, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that. It was my sister. Wow. Really? That's terrible. I'm sorry. Jeez. And a 5-year-old going through that is terrible. A long time ago, man. That is harsh still. That's pretty crazy. A yellow-eyed adrenaline junkie that loves using beating the shit out of people and kicking hit on the groin uses a mace. Okay. Sounds like a typical sort of a typical crackhead. Sure. The mace is new. Look at me go. The Adrenaline Junkie is actually a woman in real life. Hmm. Yeah, that is an unfortunately common story, aside from the mace. Not adrenaline, it's just like drugs in general. Yeah. Looks like you've seen a lot, though. Hey, Ducks on a Scooter, Samir Awa. How you doing? Thanks for coming by. I'm making this other game. This is the platform fighter I'm making. I don't know if I mentioned it to you when I was a high roller forced to fight and cheating the system by betting high on his opponents or himself to make a high profit, but still goes back to fighting because his problems, friends, be breaking shit. It could be like a gambling addict as well, but he's like in there with them. How you doing, Ducks on a Scooter, and Merry Christmas? Not really a gambling addict if you know you're gonna get a profit. It could be like, he's in a fight. He doesn't he's like he doesn't know he's gonna win. He's just sort of a masochist as well, honestly. A retired coal train driver that has used to pilot a megatrain, and one person and has the strength of a healthy raging bull, and he got asthma. Has the strength of a healthy raging bull, and he got asthma. Huh. Oh, a strength. Okay. He got the strength of a healthy bull, but he doesn't have the health of a healthy bull. I see. Megatrain part is fictional, right? I know. Megatrain's fictional. Yeah, do you write these stories and post them online, Koofy? No, some stories are made for my entertainment, for my future self. You're always your future self, you know? Or I guess you're always your present self, and the future is always your present self. You gotta just pull that trigger. Pull that, pull that trigger and make those stories. A sticky oozing hazmat suit wearing lady with slime. Oh, and that made to be a coolant for machines that are gigantic. Ugh. Since I've been away, how's the comic? Oh, honestly, not going. Here is the most work I've done on it. I fixed up all the perspective, and I'm starting to draw Cassandra. So it's about there. A lot of work to do, that's for sure. A pretty boy with most muscular bodybuilder made to pull a crane. Oh, a whole crane. Wow. Are we sharing character ideations for art slash story? Um, Kofi is just sharing a lot of his characters that he's made over the years, like ideas that he has. But if some I might put in the game. I might like do a little design on them and put them in the game. I understand there's also on your plate, or he's brainstorming ideas. Yeah, no, Kofi's just coming up with had some ideas he wanted to share. Yeah, a horse human like the tick belong. I can because I can make like a sort of monster creature because this game is about that sort of thing. Do I own a cat? I don't. Honestly, at some point, I need characters to put in the background, so I might like ask for ideas. I might use. I want to put the Russian pack master Kufi suggested. I can put him in the background. So at some point, I'll like ask people for ideas, and then we can design them on stream and all that. Oh my god, you sued my. I'm sorry, Kufi. I don't know. You're a human. You're part of mankind. That's a he, right? So are you a girl? A horse mask on a superhuman Olympia long distance runner. You could have like a dude. No, I'm a missile launcher. Oh, of course. How could I forget missile launcher? The gender. He could be like a horse, like a guy. Like everyone thinks it's a horse mask, but he's a monster. But he just likes to run a lot. Hmm. If you wanna ever consider opening a magma to draw with streamers, maybe in the future. Festival dancer that carries way too many hidden weapons. Yeah, she could like put it into her dance, like the weapon dance. I think those are done. Sword dances. What like a manga, like a manga? You mean, Michael? I don't know. I don't know that many streamers, especially I don't know like any art streamers really. So it's hard to do like collabs with anyone. Okay, look at Teak Belong. They're super horny. Well, yeah, but a lot of these old mythical creatures are super horny, who have the powers to make you lost. Yep, I have the power to make myself lost too. It's not impressive. Magma is a website, online canvas. Oh, I use there's some of these I don't know which one I used before, but it was for like a class. It wasn't for like collabs. Huh. Okay, that's pretty good. That's cool. I haven't done that, but I should do that at some like. But again, like the problem is I don't know anybody. But thanks for telling me about that. Rhythmic Rhythmic Raleigh. Everyone has a tempo and a rhythm, and Raleigh can find it, move faster, and overwhelm you to your defeat. Hmm. That's like a JoJo character, straight up. Even the name is kind of like it, Rhythmic Raleigh. Hmm. It's still missing some stuff. It doesn't have like like the lines aren't working that well, but it's fine because this is what you look for now. I have like the general idea, and now you do the you drill down and really get the design locked in. Like this is too plain in the shoulders, too plain in the shoulders. I don't know what to do with the legs. To make this thicker so you can see it. Looks a little better when you swing it. Raleigh is a nickname. Oh, okay. Is it Rhythmic Roland? Stuff like that. Is it ref time? It's time for me to leave. That's for sure. But yeah, I need to get like more reference, more ideas for like details and stuff. I have to dodge all the AI nowadays to get actual reference. Hmm. Yeah, I think it looks fine. Like the silhouette isn't like super powerful. It's a big problem. So I have to like really lock in with the muscles. That makes her like Ice Cream Man. No, so yeah, I do gotta go though, Joker. But thanks for coming. Thanks for talking. And yeah, see y'all both. And yeah, Merry Christmas to both of you. I really appreciate you being here. I didn't think anyone would come here on Christmas. I was just kind of having to do some work, so that I didn't really get to do much, but it's fine. Yeah, the next thing is New Year's, and then we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for talking. Merry Christmas to everybody. Yeah, see you all Tuesday at 1. I'll probably be there, like, unless I'll say something if it's not 1 o'clock, but it'll probably be 1 o'clock. But thank you. See ya. I will do that thing where I like ask for ideas for characters that I can put in the background of some of these stages. So Aces on the Moonlight or this one, either way. But thank you. Remember? What do we remember, Koofy? Cool. I'm glad you were here, Joker. Yeah, Koofy, yeah, there's no way I can keep up with your level of ideas. Like that's like an insane amount. Yeah. Bye.